everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about how to insert forms in HTML document. Let's begin. What are all the tags used to create a form in HTML document means form, field set, select, opt group, text area, button, input type. Let's see one by one with example program. First one, form tag. This is the main parent tag to insert form in HTML document. We want to open the tag called form. Here I have mentioned some attribute which are all used in form tags. First one, action. This attribute helps us to specify the action when the user clicks submit. Once the process of form fulfilled, then the HTML document takes us to this action page. Then method. We may all studied about this. What is get method, post method? Get means what are all the values present in forms, it will displayed in the URL. Like somewhat the values will be openly visible to the user or some others. But in post method it will encoded and it does not straightforward displayed in link. Target means nothing but after submitting it want to open a new page or same page, what is the target where it want to go, that is the target attribute defines. Autocomplete on or not. Autocomplete means nothing but if you are typing something already you have insert that value means, if we set it to on means it will automatically refill it. If it is off means each and every time you want to fill the form new. No validate. Validate means the form values must be proper and correct. It will be validated. No validate means no problem, it doesn't validate anything. Then field set. What is mean by the field set? If you want to separate something, okay, like in forms, some separate part we have to show means we can use this field set tag. Inside this legend tag help us to give a title of the specific part of the field set. Okay, then inside this normally we create our form fields. Okay, next is select. What is the use of select means we can see whenever we give a registration it will ask us which department you are belongs to. Fine. So in that it automatically gives us the option CSE, ECE, triple E, biotech, IT, like that it already given. Likewise here also select helps us to select some value. For example, select we have to name it as drop down. It's our own wish. Okay, we can give any name. I given the name as drop down. Then option value. These are the value which I says CSE, IT. Likewise here HTML, CSS. Likewise you can give any other values. Okay, selected attribute. This attribute helps us to defaultly set which value is selected before the user automatically which value selected means HTML. Okay. Select is nothing but open and close tag. This is the select. First we want to name it. It's your wish. You can name it as your wish. Inside this option tag. Option tab helps us to specify the option which will be present in drop down menu. Then value. Value is nothing but what's the value appeared there. Okay. In these values, you can specify 10 to 20 values means among those 20 values, which value will be defaultly selected. Whenever you open the form, it will display some default selected value. No, that is represented using this keyword called selected. Then you can close your option. Fine. We created one drop down box. Next, text area. Text area is nothing but user want to type something, user want to write something means it is in text area only. Open and close tag of text area. Then how many rows the user can write? 5 rows. How many columns it will take? 50 columns. Then what's the description of this text area? This is your own wish, you can give anything. Then inside the text area default value, we in option we said no, selected attribute helps us to define default value HTML. Likewise in text area Inside this text area tag, whatever you are giving, this is the default text of text area. Next, opt group. Opt group is nothing but here we simply defined one drop down box. Okay, inside this we have to group it, means we can use this opt group. For example, here you are given 10 to 20 values. Okay, 10 to 20 option values. User will get confused how they want to scroll 20 values and select one thing. So if you label it, means if you specify 10 thing as programming language and 10 thing as web language, means they can easily switch over to their language and select it easily, right? For that, opt group helps us. Inside the opt group you can label for a spoken. Okay, here I give 2 to 3 language. Then another opt group, here I am giving programming. Here some of 10 to 20 values. So now the user can easily go through the language. If they want to select spoken language, mean they search under the label called spoken. If they want to select programming language, means they simply go for the label called programming. Inside that programming they can select their language. Okay, each and every option should be closed. Then here you can see some different word called disabled. Okay, here I said selected, means it is the default selected value. Before the user going to select, it automatically present there. Likewise, disabled means, for example, you can see sometimes if you are a student, means whenever you select the option called student, then department will be appeared there. If you are selected as a working profession, your company name will displayed here. You can experience this many times, I think so, whenever the programs you are wanted to registered now. Okay, likewise in this opt group, disabled helps us to disable some values. If they are clicking the working profession, means they no need to select their college, so that time disabled button will appear there. Likewise, if you are student, means there is no need of company name, so company name get disabled here. In the student point of view, company name get disabled. In profession point of view, college name get disabled. For that purpose the keyword disabled is used. Next, button. You day to day life we can using several buttons like download button, click here, go, select. Many buttons are appeared in our day to day life. How the buttons will be created, means using this button tag. Okay, you can see in previous video I said link. Okay, a anchor tag. Okay, a means it will goes for link. Whenever we click this, it goes for link. Likewise, button tag means it automatically have an appearance like buttons, like square button. This is the use of button tag. Okay, what are all the input types? Here you can see several input types. I can given my maximum input types whichever I go through and learnt it. You can see input type text means it that text box will be appear. You want to input your name, like your village name, like by only text. Okay, okay. Input type password means only password, that is it will not be appear to anyone, like dot representation or star representation. The if we want to represent like that, means we can use password. Then radio button means 2 to 3 values you want to give. Only one value only user want to select, means you can give it in radio. Checkbox, user want to select multiple value, means you can give checkbox. Next, input type color means that the color panel will be appear for you. You can easily select your color. Date means date table will be appear. You can transfer to your year, month. You can select your date. Email means at gmail.com, at yahoo.com, like that. File means choose on your file. It will ask no, choose on your file, we want to upload it and select it. Likewise, month, number, tell, time, week. Search means nothing but we want to search box. Okay, search. Next submit, it is like a button only. Then reset, reset means whatever the values entered in the form, once the reset button clicked means it automatically get disappeared. For all this input type I given one example. Okay, one example, let's see this in Visual Studio Code. Okay, you can see form action. Okay, I first one we can say about field set. Okay, I just uncomment that one only. Okay, this is the field set. Okay, I given the field set like this one. Inside the field set I give two input type. Legend is used to name this field set. Okay, this is what appeared here, I said in earlier. Next one, select. Select opt group. Text area, up to text area we can see. Okay, control plus s, refresh it. Okay, here choose a subject. This is a selected attribute, helps to represent the default selection as HTML. Here the drop down list box, this is the option value. Okay, two option values are there. So I give a HTML option value as selected, so it defaultly appeared as HTML. Likewise choose language. Here you can see spoken, label spoken, that's why the four languages are separated 2 and 2. Spoken as Tamil, English, programming as C++, Python. Here I give an attribute called disabled, that's why this programming part is not visible. You can see here. Here I give disabled, that's why it doesn't displayed here. Doesn't displayed here. Then this is the text area. Text area, 5 rows with 50 columns. Name is description. Enter your comment is default value. You can see enter the comments is default value. This is the text area. You can resize it. 20 and 30 column is default. Otherwise you can resize it because it is a text area. No, you can resize it. Then we go for a button. You can see this is click here button. Okay, this is the click here button. It appears like a button. I just simply button click here I given, so this click here appears like a button. Next one, input type. You can see here several input type. Okay, text type and a password type. Okay, input, open tag input, user want to input it, so open tag. What's the type of input? We can see several type of input, right? So these inputs. Okay, and then name. Yeah, this is for CSS purpose. Whenever it come to CSS I will explain you. Just name those inputs. And required is nothing but without this user cannot move to next submit section. Okay, user must definitely want to enter it. That's what this button. Okay, let's see this output. Okay, this is the username. Somewhat what is AyishaBanu. Okay, then password, whatever I entered you didn't know because it represented in dot. And that's what the password type is. Then up to here I given. Radio button, any one only I am able to select it, male or female. Then check box, any two I can select, sem1 sem2. Then color, input type color means I can choose my color of my own. Okay, any color I can choose. Next, for date, any date I can choose. Here also date. You can see for date I given some attribute like here you can see date I given an attribute called maximum this date will be chosen. Here I given the date maximum this date will be chosen. So up to this they can choose their date. Fine, that's what up to this only it will shows. You can see December 19. This cannot be maximum December 31. Okay, before 1/1/2000. So 1/1/2000 before we can select any date, but after 1/1 we can't. That's what the attribute max and min helps to do. For email, if you choosing somewhat some text means it doesn't accept. When you are giving submit, it shows error. They want it must be contents of @.com. Then choose a file means file chosen. It goes to your desktop and ask you to choose a file. For month, just only month. Date means everything will have year, month, day, date. For month na just month. Choose a number means 1 to 10 like that. Here also attribute called max helps you to choose. Maximum 5 number only you can choose. Enter a phone number, 10 digit number you want to enter. For select time means AM or PM, up to 60 here, up to 12 here. Okay. Then week, it is nothing but 7 8 like that. Weekdays, search in Google. Here search button helps you to do whatever any search you can do it. Search box, it looks like search box. Then submit and reset button. Here you can see submit button. Whenever you give submit, I didn't enter value, so it asked me to enter. Because I give this attribute as required, no, that's why it doesn't submitting. Without that value it doesn't submit because I give it as required. Then reset button, whatever I choose. For example, here I choose 52. I given in reset means it automatically get erased. Okay, now automatically get erased. I think reset button doesn't appear for you. Now you can see reset button. Okay, now you can see here we can search anything. I choosing number as 8. Now I am resetting means everything get cleared and empty value is there. We want to fill it again. Submit, whenever I given submit, here this username I give it as required, so it must to submit it. Okay, that's it. I didn't give any work. That's what the each and every input values examples. Thank you for watching. In this video we have learnt about how to insert forms in HTML document. See you in next video.